Hi children. Now we are going to see the next topic in functions chapter, function using libraries. First we can see built-in mathematical functions. So built-in functions. What is built-in function? That is which comes with the software. That is when they create that software, they created some functions. That functions are called as built-in functions. Now the first functions. Here we have many functions. We can see one by one. The first function is ABS, that is absolute function. So what is the use of this function? It will give the absolute number, that is whether in a input, if we are giving a floating value, integer, any type of value, if you give, the output will be integer value, that is positive numbers. If you give negative inputs, it will display the answer in a positive, that is absolute number. That is how we are giving the number, the same way it will print as a positive numbers. The next one is ORD. It will change the order. For example, if you are giving any alphabets, it will show the number, that is Unicode of that character. For example, ORD of C. So C is a alphabet. For this is called a Unicode. C, A, B, C, D, that alphabets and numbers, any symbols and all called as Unicode characters. For these characters, it will display the ASCII value. That is ASCII value means in computer, for each and every character we have some values. That value it will be printed. For example, the small letter C means 97, capital letter A 65, like that. So these values will be printed. For example, ORD of C, if you give like this, it will print 97. That is the ORD function. The next function is CHR, character function. It is opposite for the ORD function. In that we gave some characters, it will display the ASCII values. Here in character we want to give the ASCII value, it will display the Unicode character. For example, CHR of I. And here see, this is the format. Here they gave as an example C equal to 65. So 65, what is the value? 65. So 65 is a Unicode. For that Unicode we have the character as A. For 65 value, the ASCII character is A. Then D equal to 43. So 43's ASCII value is plus. Like that it will display. Then binary, BIN function. In this function, it returns binary value. See the example 15. So x value they assigned x equal to 15. So print 15 in binary, BIN of x. That is x value is 15. So BIN of x is, it will show the answer 0B 1111. So this is the binary value of the value. So BIN, that function will return binary value of the number. The next one is type. That is which type of data we gave. So that type will be displayed. For example, number, string, boolean, like that. See here, type of object. In this example, they gave x equal to 15.2, which is a float. Y equal to a, that a is a string. S equal to true, true or false, it is a boolean value. That output is displayed. Class float for first. Then type of y, class str, that is string. S equal to true, print type of s, class boolean, like that. Then the next function is id, that is which will return the identity of the object. So which value we gave, that identity means where that value is stored. Every values are stored in this memory. So in that memory, in which location, that is address of that place, it is where the value is stored, that address is displayed in this id. For example, x equal to 15, here they gave id of x, so it will printed as some numbers, that is in that number, that is the address of that value. In that address the value is stored. The next one is minimum, min. It is used in the list, because in list we are using more values we are using. Within that values, which is the minimum value, that value we want to display. See here, my list equal to 21, 76, 98 and 23. This is one list. From this list we want to find out which is the minimum value, so we can use minimum of my list. So it will display the minimum value as 21. So which is the smallest one, that value will be printed. The next function is max, max. So this function will return the maximum value, max of my list. So this is also used in the list. So max of list, which is the maximum value, that value will be printed. The next function is sum. In this, it will return sum of the list. How many values we are using in the list, altogether it will add all the numbers and it will show the output. That is, sum of that list is called as sum. And the next function is format. Here we are using format to display the binary numbers, octal numbers and then fixed point numbers. So first one, binary number is, first we will see the format, that is format function. Within bracket you want to give which value we are going to format, and then format comma specification, that is whether it is a binary number or some specifications we can give. See here in the first example they gave it as x value in binary format of x comma b, that is the x value want to convert it into binary. So x value in binary 1110, this will be the answer. The next one is y, they gave it as 25. So y value in local format of y comma 0, y comma o, it's not a 0, it is o. Okay, to convert that number into octal number, so the answer becomes 31. The next one is y value in fixed point number format of y comma f. So here we are going to change that number into fixed point numbers. So that time we want to use with the decimal point and then fractional part. For this fractional part only they gave it as a number, that is here you want to mention how many precision points you are going to use. For example, maximum the default precision point is 6. You can give any number of precisions. So here they used as a 6. If you did not give any format, it will accept default is 6 precision. The next function is round function, that is to round that numbers. Here it will return the nearest integer, that is round number comma n digits. We want to give the number. For example, x equal to 17. See here, print x value is rounded to round of x. What will be the answer? The next rounded value is 20. The same way, 22.2, the rounded value is 22. Like that, it will display the rounded numbers. The next one is power. So we already know it is mostly used in this programming language, power function. Here we are going to use power of a comma b. That is, power of a comma b means a to the power, that is a raised to the power of b, that we can write it in a mathematical term. That is, in normal we are using a to the power b, but here in computer terms we are going to use a double star b, that is a raised to b. So it will return the power values. See here, example they gave a equal to a equal to 5, b equal to 2, c equal to 3.0. Here print a comma b, so that a raised to b, so 5 square, it will give 25. Then print power of a comma c. So a is 5, c equal to 3.0, which will give 125.0. Then print power of a plus b comma 3, that is a plus b is 7, so 7 raised to 3, 343. Like this we can use the power function. So till now we saw the functions in the basic functions in this built-in mathematical functions. Now we are going to see import mathematical function. So before this, till now we saw the functions we can use directly. We don't want to import any files. But here in these mathematical functions, if you want to use, you want to import the math module, that is import math you have to give. See, the first function is floor, that is it will return the largest integer value. See here, math dot floor, this is importing, that is from the math file you are going to use floor function. Okay, that is from the math module you are going to use floor function of x. So before this, that is power, minimum, maximum and all, we did not give, because it is a general built-in functions. This is math module function, so you want to import that function, then only you can use. So x equal to 26.7. See how it will becomes print of math dot floor of x. So it will display the answer as 26. This is the largest nearest number. Okay, less than or equal to that number x. Next one is CEIL. This is also a function which will return the smallest integer. Here see, in this floor function it will return the largest integer, so the x value becomes 25. In this CEIL function, the value which will return smallest integer greater than or equal to x. Okay, so it will become 27. So math.ceil of x, this is the format. The next function is square root of x, that is want to find out the square root. See, here the x value must be greater than 0, then only it will find out the square root. See here example, a equal to 30, b equal to 49, c equal to 25.5. Here math dot square root of a, which we give the, it will give the value as 5.4772255575051661. That is exact root value, square root value of the 30. Then b equal to 49. For that math dot square root of b, so we get 7.0. This is the square root value of the b. So these are the functions we are using with import math module. Okay, thank you.